Hello. So for today's video on oneness and equality, I want to share something that I practically did using oneness and equality that showed me a future, a potential of expression and living. Something I did was to see everyone and everything as myself. So I stepped into a room filled with maybe 50 people, and in that moment I made myself see everyone as me, as Yogan, as me. And within seeing everyone as me, my expression changed, where it's like I opened up. I was just happy, smiling, comfortable, felt good about myself, about everything. And everything was natural, free, and flowing. I've applied this in a classroom setting, and I noticed also how I changed, where what I spoke was quite exactly how I viewed things, how I saw things. And so I noticed that normally I don't actually share what I see or perceive, but instead I filter it, I change it. I don't express the 100% of me that I am. Now this only lasted for these moments, but it showed me that my expression right now is not real. What I'm living right now is not real, and what everyone is living right now is not real. None of us are being our 100% self all the time with everyone. Otherwise, we would be living these words. We would be actually expressing what we see and perceive. We would actually be comfortable, be free, be flowing, be natural, and be happy. So this is practically applying oneness and equality, because we are all one and equal. If you actually see everyone as yourself, that is practically applying oneness and equality. Who you would be and act and express if everyone was you, if this entire world was just you, that would be the real you. Really living oneness and equality. Right now, you are not living that. I'm not living that. None of us are living that. But that is our future, or at least potential future. That is something we can strive for. That is something we can actually create. That is something we can actually be and live as ourselves individually. We can start with a few moments a day. We can start living that as much as we possibly can. And we can start by actually showing ourselves as individuals how much we're not really alive. So try the test for yourself. Walk into a room and pretend that everyone in that room is you. Really see it. How would you act? How would you change? What would you now be free to do? What would you now have permission to do? You know, we tend to believe that we have friends, that we're friendly with people, that we have best friends, and that we are close with some people, and we have loved ones. But are we really? Because if you apply this test and you see how limited and how much your relationships, your definitions of them, your perceptions and beliefs of how deep and intimate they are, that was an illusion or a lie even. Once you see how expressive, how deep, how free, how flowing you would become if you really lived the statement that all is one and equal, that everyone is one and equal, that you are everyone and everyone is you, then you start to realize that the only thing holding you back, limiting you, was you and your perception, and all the reasons, excuses, and justifications. And all your definitions of relationships, all your value that you placed within friendships and boyfriends and girlfriends and partners. Do you really want to find out how deep and intimate you really are? Or shall I say how deep and intimate you are actually not living with even your so-called deepest and closest relationships? And do you actually want to do you actually want to live your real, deepest, truest self? The self that is really seeing all as one and equal and expressing who you are, that greatness, and that only being dependent on you, not in others, not in who they are, not in what they say, not in what they think, but you moving, you speaking and expressing as all as one and equal. Do you really want to become independent of everyone and everything? Are you ready to become independent of everyone and everything? Where nothing and no one can say or do anything that will determine who you are, and essentially be used as an excuse for you not actually living your realest, truest self. That self that is here, living as all as one and equal. Do you believe it is possible that you can become more real, more expressive, more deep, more intimate? Do you believe it's possible? Do you believe it's possible that you are not living your fullest, deepest self with even yourself, let alone others? Can you go further? Can you go farther? Is there more to learn? Is there more to do and become? Thank you.